Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha, and today I just wanted to bring you guys along with me as I start some seeds. I am going to be starting peppers, and so I figured I have a lot of pepper seeds, a whole lot. In fact, I have 50 different varieties of peppers that I'm going to be growing this year. And so I'm not going to sit here and go through all the names of all 50 of them, but I am going to tell you which ones I'm most excited about growing. So I have selected my top 10 most that I'm very excited about growing this year. These are all peppers I have not tried before, and I look forward to tasting them. Some of them are hot. And I don't know, I don't do so good with hot peppers. I do pretty good with jalapenos. Yeah, I can tolerate a little bit of like habanero without the seeds and stuff. But I'm not really like a hot pepper lover. So I am going to grow these and hope for the best. There are some things this year that I would like to try and do with them. I would like to try and make my own hot pepper sauce out of them and stuff. So, and then I have people that buy seedlings from me, and every season I get, well, what's the hottest peppers you grow? And I'm like, jalapenos, habaneros. And people are looking for like ghost peppers and Carolina Reapers, and I'm like, oh no. But this year I decided I'm just going to grow a good variety of hot peppers. And for those people who want hotter peppers, then I'll just sell them what I have. So my top 10 pick that I'm excited about this year to grow is Cuerno de Toro. Now, I've grown these before, but not in yellow. So these are yellow ones. I've grown the red ones, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about those in a little bit. Habanero Caribbean Red. And then this Pequeño Yellow Piccolo. And then I have a large cherry. Mushroom Red. You know, some of these names are very interesting. I don't know how you guys would pronounce this, but I'm thinking it's called butt jolokia pepper. But the way that it's spelled. And then this one is the New Mex Joe Parker. And then these last ones I don't have photos for. I'll try and put them up on the screen so you can see what they are. This one is a Gypsy Barone pepper, and then shishito pepper, and then Farmer's Market jalapeno pepper, and Monster Gum Peach Leopard pepper. These are the top 10 that I'm most excited about growing this season. And a lot of these peppers that I got, you see they're from M.I. Gardner, most of them. I was able to get my hands on 3 of his seed grab bags that he did this past fall, winter time. And he had put out one grab bag. It's 30 seed packs, and you get it for $19.98 or something like that, almost $20 for 30 seed packs. And you don't get to choose what packs you want. It's just a surprise grab bag, you know. And so these are the peppers that were in them. He did that twice that I know of, that I was able to get. And each one, when he announced it at separate times, there was different things packed in them. So I ended up getting a lot of good stuff, and stuff I've never tried before, and that's why I like it, because now I can grow these. I wouldn't have bought these necessarily myself, but now I can try these and see whether I like them or not. So I also got one of his tomato grab bags too, but that's gonna be for another video. But I was really happy with that. So the peppers that I am growing again that I have tried that are some of my favorites. There's 5 of them here that I picked that are my top picks that I will be growing again because I love them. They taste good, or they're just really, really pretty and taste good. So the first one would be the Zulu pepper. And that one's just pretty. It is really pretty. It tastes good too, but it's just really, really pretty, and they get big. And then this one is the Big Jim. I was really surprised with this one because this one has really good flavor, and it says that it's mildly hot, like it's medium heat. But since it gets really hot in this desert that I live in, that pepper wasn't medium to me. It was pretty hot, and I don't remember what I cooked. I used it in, but I used it in a few dishes that I made, and I was like, oh, this got some heat to it. But the flavor is really good. So here we are with the Corno de Toro. Now see, this is one of my favorites in red. This is the red one. Very good flavor. I love that pepper. I'll always grow that pepper. I'm excited to see what the yellow one is gonna taste like. And then the Murasaki purple is really pretty. It has great flavor too. It's a sweet pepper. The colors on it, the peppers start out like green, and then they turn this real deep purple, and then they turn a red, and it's just so pretty on the plant, and the flowers are purple. And then this one, the Lesia. Let me see if I can get this glare off of here. There we go. Look at that. This pepper, I had no clue about this pepper until Linda at the New Orleans Gardener YouTube channel. I saw it on her video, and I was like, ooh. And she kept saying how it's so good. And let me tell you, it is a good pepper. It's sweet. It's not hot at all. Sweet, and it just tastes really, really good. Great flavor. So anyways, I have my trays here that I'm going to be using to start these seeds. All these pepper seeds I am going to get started today. And then you see over here out to my side my growing racks that I'm going to be putting them on. So I'm gonna get everything cleaned up and ready, and then I am gonna talk to you about a little bit about these trays and show you what I do when I start my seeds. Okay, so first I get these cheap plastic trays from Walmart. I've shown you before in a video. These are $5 and change at Walmart. It comes with this tray that already has holes in the bottom, and then it also comes with a humidity dome cover, and it also comes with the catch tray. It has no holes in it. It's just for holding the water as you water. $5 and change at Walmart. I haven't graduated yet to the ones that you can buy online that last forever. I keep using these, and I reuse them. I have some that I've used for 2 or 3 years. It just depends on once you use them, how you store them. If you leave them outside, and believe me, I've left them outside, they get weathered, they get brittle, and they're not good. But if I use them and clean them and stack them and store them inside, then they last longer. So this is what I'm using today to plant these seeds. And then also I have this starter mix that I'm using. Now you can use potting soil, you can use dirt from your backyard, you can use like cocoa core, stuff like that, to grow seeds. They pretty much will grow in just about any medium you put them in. The difference is, like with this one, is a seed starting, so it has cocoa core and other things mixed in it, but there's no nutrients in this. And what what happens is in the little seeds, each little seed has its own nutritional needs taken care of and encapsulated in that little seed. And so as the seeds grow, they really don't need fertilizing or anything like that until after a certain point. So you can use stuff like this, and even though it has no nutritional value, no nutrients in it or whatever, your seeds will still grow. I personally use sand when I start my seeds, and I let them germinate in the sand. And you'll see, I will use a portion of this. I'm going to use a portion of this only to fill in the bottom of the cups, the little cells here, only to fill barely the bottom, maybe like an inch at the bottom. But then the rest I'm going to fill up with play sand. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that when I get to putting the sand. But I do that specifically for various reasons that I've come to realize that things that sand helps out with, it makes it a better growing medium, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get this prepared, and I'm gonna show you what I do with this seed starting mix and how I prepare it to use it. Okay, you guys, so all I do to prepare my soil is, you see I have some boiling water here. You can see the steam coming off of it. And I'll just pour some of this in my bowl. And it doesn't have to be a lot because I am not going to use a lot of this in here. And then I just pour some of this hot water and get it mixed around. Now, it's best to moisten this anyways before you use it. But I go a step further and I use the hot water. And people say, well, you know, since it doesn't contain real soil, the fungus gnats don't mess with it. But I still end up with fungus gnats. I don't know. I got the rebellious kind of fungus gnats or something. Or maybe they missed that memo. But so I figure, why not just go on ahead, and since I gotta moisten it anyways, go ahead and moisten it with the boiling water. So that's what I do. So yeah, that's about right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start putting this inside this tray. Now, it's not an exact science, you guys. I'm not going to sit here and measure out each cup to have so much. But I know how much I want to put in here. And so I just take it out of one and put in another if it's too much or whatever. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to show you what it will look like after I'm finished getting this set up. So now I have this finished, so you can kind of see the starting soil is just barely in the bottom. And like I said, I didn't measure it out or anything, but that's just how I do it. And then I have this play sand. Now I get this you can get it at Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. I like using the play sand because it's already washed and it works. So I'm just gonna sprinkle the sand down in these cups and fill the cups up almost all the way the rest of the way. I'm gonna leave just a little spacing at the top so I can add my seeds, and then I'll go back in and cover it and fill in the rest all with the sand. So I'm gonna get this filled in and I'll show you what this looks like when I'm finished. Okay, so here's an up close look at the sand, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's not all the way filled up. The cups are not all the way filled in. And so now I am just going to start putting my seeds in here. And then I'll cover it over with a little bit more sand just to cover the top, and we're done. So let me set this up so I can get the seeds put in. Okay, so let's see, what am I gonna start with? I guess I'm gonna start with this Monster Gum leopard pepper. I like that I don't have to bury these in there, so then that way I can see where I've planted already and be able to keep track that way. So I'll just put one seed in each cell. And then, you guys, I've shown you this in other previous videos. I use these like sour cream or yogurt containers to label everything as I go so that I can easily remember what's what. I am going to write on here what this is. I'm just cutting a little point at the bottom here so it'll have a little point on it. And then I have my marker, and I'll put a date on this and what it is. But it's not fancy or anything like that. It's just so I'll remember what it is. And today is my hubby's birthday, so that's gonna be an easy one to remember. And I'll put the date, and then I'll just stick this in the tray right here in this line of the ones that I just put in there. And I'll just repeat that all the way down. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with showing you each and every one that I'm doing. I will do this next one, and then I will skip ahead so that we can move on to the rest of the things that I'm gonna be, that I do when I start my seeds. Okay, so this one is the Farmer's Market jalapeno. And I won't put the date on this one because this whole tray is gonna get planted today, so I'll know that the whole tray was planted all same day. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the rest of the seeds put in here and everything labeled, and then I'll show you what that looks like up close. Okay, so all of the seeds are placed. All of the labels are written out. And so all I'm gonna do now is cover this with a little bit of sand. Okay, you guys, so that's all finished. So what I'm gonna do is go get my watering can. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna water this. Okay, you guys, so it's pretty fast. I'm just gonna bottom water this, and every time that I do water, it's gonna be bottom watering. And you'll notice that the sand will start looking wet, darker in color on the top, because the soil and the sand acts as a wick and will pull the water up into the cups and keep the seeds moist. So I filled this container up. I'm pouring the whole thing in here. And that is that. And I won't, because of the sand and because the sand helps to lock in moisture, I won't have to water this again for another 5 days. So already this one is wet. I can see it. This one is wet. Yeah, so already you can kind of see the dark ones here. The darker in color, that is, it indicates that the water is being absorbed. I'm gonna put this lid on it and then put this aside, and I can move on to the next trays. So basically, this is what I do when I start my seeds. And so I have, but this is one tray out of, I think, 6 trays that I'm gonna be doing. I don't think this is 6. I said I have 50 seeds, varieties that I'm gonna plant, and this is 12. Well, I guess, yeah, about 6 trays. I also have a few other pepper varieties that I'm growing for someone, and so I'm gonna get all those started as well today. But I'm not gonna bring you along and make you sit through that whole process. I am gonna say my goodbye to you now, and you'll see all the trays eventually when I get this the stand set up and done the way that I want them. I will show you how all the trays look. So thank you guys for joining me in this first part of showing you how I plant and start my seeds. I will do all my tomatoes this way, and everything else that I'm growing in my garden the same way, with sand. So if you would like to know why I use sand, what the benefits are for using sand, and why I strongly suggest that everyone should use sand, then you will find that in previous videos. I have a playlist, Gardening with Sand. You go there, you click on there, and I have already several videos showing and talking about why I like to use sand. So, with that being said, I thank you for watching this video. And as always, you guys, God bless.